This is probably better than, I would say, 90% of restaurants you go to. Hi guys, today we're making tandoori shish kebabs at home. Simple, delicious, packed with flavor. You've got to try this one, it's outstanding. Right, tandoori shish kebabs. We've got some fresh mint, some ginger, some chili, some lemon, some garlic, a fresh tortilla, obviously some minced lamb and lots of spices. Right, let's get straight into it. First off, let's get our pestle and mortar. If you haven't got one of these, make sure you get one. They're well worth it. Everything that you put in the pestle and mortar, for some reason, it just tastes a million times better than a food processor. If you haven't got one, then go ahead and just use your food processor. I'm going to go in and put my sliced ginger in there, along with my garlic, and go in with a hit of salt. Just going to put my chilies in now as well. This is green chili. I'm not taking the seeds out because I like it spicy. If you don't, then go ahead and take the seeds out. And it's going to give this a good crush. Right, I'm just going to lean this in towards the camera so the camera can kind of look at where we're at right now. So once you've got it to like this type of consistency, you can start adding the other ingredients. So first off, we're going to go in with some lemon juice. All right, I'm going to go in with a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of coriander powder, a teaspoon of garam masala, and half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of ground chili powder, and a heaped teaspoon of tandoori seasoning. Right, let's give that a good mix up. Right, now I'm going to go ahead and add 1 heaped teaspoon of tomato puree, followed by 1 teaspoon of natural Greek yogurt. You don't want too much yogurt because you don't want this mixture to be too wet, because the lamb's quite fatty as it is, so you want it to be like a dry paste. Perfect. Now at this stage I'm just going to add about 5 or 6 of my fresh mint leaves from my garden, and I'm just going to, I want these in the marinade, but I also want some at the end for garnish. So brilliant, those are going in. A touch more lemon juice and final crush. Right, that's my tandoori paste done. If you just take a look at that, it's outstanding. That's really overpowering. That's really like rich and strong and spicy and tangy right now, but once that's mixed in with our lamb, it will just give the most perfect flavor and balance. Right, I've got my ground lamb. This is 80-20 in a fat to meat ratio, which is exactly what you want. Now before I add my paste, I'm going to do something. I'm going to go ahead and salt the lamb directly first. Yeah, this is just something that I do. I think it comes out better. And I'm also going to do something which obviously isn't very traditional, but I love it. I'm going to give everything a generous dusting of garlic, granulated garlic. Perfect. Now let's go straight in with our tandoori paste. Let's look at that. Outstanding. Beautiful. Right, let's give this all a good mix up, and you kind of want that beautiful paste just to amalgamate within the ground meat. Okay, my paste has been mixed into my ground meat. Now that's going to marinate for about 20 minutes in the fridge. Right, it's been 20 minutes. My lamb's firmed up nicely, so we can now start skewering. I'm going to double skewer here. So let me just start off with just getting a handful of our lamb. You want like a large meatball, right? So a large ball of lamb, and you're just going to mix it up. Right, just get your lamb and just work with it a little bit. We're going to double skewer so we have a little bit more control, and just work your lamb straight onto the skewers. And if your lamb is a bit loose, just put it back in the fridge for another like 5-10 minutes. My lamb's actually all right. You can even put it in the freezer. All right, so I'm just going to have to roll it like this because I can't work with it too much, because the lamb it needs another, I reckon another 15 minutes actually in the fridge just to firm up. So I haven't got 15 minutes. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to roll it up like this. But because it's going in a grill, it's actually going to sit down, so it's going to be fine. Right, I've got a nice and tandoori skewer here, which is going to go onto my grill. Yeah, and this is going to sit in my grill for about 7 minutes on each side, and then it's going to be perfectly cooked. But before I pop in the grill, I'm just going to do one more step. I'm just going to get one of these skewers, and I'm just going to make these little dents inside it, just to give it a little bit of texture and just to help the cooking process as well. And it just looks so nice. Beautiful. Right, straight into the grill. Right guys, my lamb's about a minute away from being done. It's been in there for about 7 minutes each side, so about 14 minutes in total. It's almost done, but before it comes out, I'm just gonna heat my tortilla. So I've got a dry pan here and a normal corn tortilla, and it's just gonna sit on that pan and just toast up slightly. Right, my tortilla is toasted. I'm gonna take that off the heat and just place that on my board, and I'm gonna go and get my lamb. Right, I'm gonna start off with I've got this spinach salad that I made, which is just simply spinach, tomato, cucumber, onions with some olive oil and some lemon juice and some salt and pepper. And then I'm going to top my tortilla with this outstanding lamb kebab. And then all you need now is a couple of leaves of mint, just a touch of lemon juice just to bring it all back to life. Just give it that tang. And just the tiniest of tiny drizzles of Greek yogurt. And finally, one last step is just a sprinkling of our dry tandoori seasoning just on top, just for a final kick. And there you have it. That is my perfect tandoori shish kebabs. Right, let's get stuck in. Can't wait. Let me just pull out these skewers and let's get in. That's so flavorful. This is packed full of flavor. It's well balanced. The mint, the yogurt, the salad, the rich lamb, all on a toasted tortilla. It really goes well together. Really good. It's all made at home. Right guys, this is simple, well balanced, rich and tasty. You've got to try this. It's not just delicious, it's absolutely effing delicious. Really good.